Change is a constant in Disney World, even though a lot of people hate when their laughing place gets overhauled. Today, we're talking changes everyone freaked out about, but that ended up being very much needed. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Now, from Magic Bands to new Fantasyland and everything in between, Disney is in the business of change these days. Epcot's transformation, massive new lands and rides opening in Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, and new hotels going up everywhere on property. It seems like Disney World will be a completely different destination in about 2 years' time at that 50th anniversary, and not everyone is happy about it. But history is a good indicator of outcome, so let's take a look at a few times when changes turned out great for Disney World and cross our fingers for the ones coming soon to the most magical place on Earth. First up, let's talk about magic bands. People are creatures of habit and didn't think they'd like magic bands and that they would make things way more complicated than the actual tickets we were all used to. We were expecting tech mishaps and confusion all over the place, which, to be fair, there were a few hiccups along the way. But in reality, magic bands are super convenient. No more carrying tickets and digging them out of your bag. Plus, if you do happen to lose yours, your ticket can't be used by someone else, and Disney has a much easier time getting you a replacement. Now, Magic Bands came along with the My Disney Experience app as well, which makes it super easy to make changes to your vacation on the fly. Now, those of us who remember the initial transition are aware that for about a year, there were definitely some hiccups and some issues, and I know that the guest services staff at Walt Disney World were pretty overwhelmed with those issues. But now that all of the wrinkles have been ironed out, there are several parts of My Disney Experience in using those Magic Bands that makes your vacation much smoother. Online check-in lets you make room requests ahead of time, skip the front desk completely. You don't need to stop to get a key when it's already on your wrist because it was sent to your house before you even left. You can make and change dining reservations super easily in the app, and you can even check bus times so you know when the next Magic Kingdom bus is leaving your resort. So while there was a bit of learning curve and there's still occasionally a glitch or two, we still kind of lament over those paper fast passes and getting multiple ones all at once. Magic Bands have turned out way better than we expected and certainly make our vacations a whole lot easier. Alright, let's talk new Fantasyland. Fans were pretty upset when Toontown closed in 2011 to make way for an expansion of a land we already had. It also didn't really help that this new land would be opening in phases, starting with classic attractions being moved across the park, along with a classic attraction, Snow White's Scary Adventures, closing completely in 2012. Now, it wasn't until the end of 2012 and beginning of 2013 that we started to see some of the new additions that would really make this land something special. Be Our Guest opened November 2012 to long lines and lots of hype. Rightfully so. The food is great. Breakfast there is one of the absolute best quick service options if you're on the Disney dining plan. And once Mine Train opened and the land was complete in 2014, we finally got to experience the land as a whole. With Double the Dumbo, Winnie the Pooh, meeting all the princesses and classic characters, the Tangled toilets, the layout is excellent and we don't miss Toontown quite as much as we thought we would, although we do miss visiting Mickey's and Minnie's houses. Ride overhauls. Okay, here's the next one that turned out better than expected, honestly. I'm sure some people may feel that these ride overhauls aren't necessarily better than expected, but overall reviews are pretty good. Lots of people were upset / terrified / angry when they heard Tower of Terror would be transformed in Disney California Adventure to a Guardians of the Galaxy ride. Why would they mess with something so iconic? Will superheroes come for the original at Hollywood Studios? Tower of Terror opened in DCA in 2004 in an effort to bring more adult-targeted rides to the park and grew a strong fan base that loved the West Coast iteration of the Twilight Zone attraction. In July of 2016, it was announced that the ride would get a new Marvel overlay, and Tower of Terror officially closed in January 2017 and reopened in May as Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. The new overlay was way more detailed and crowd-pleasing than most of us expected. The queue winds through the collector's archives and showcases some awesome props from Marvel films, as well as animatronics plus Easter eggs like Figment from the classic Epcot attraction, whose ride overhaul didn't go quite so well. You can check it out in this video. Another ride overhaul, people were definitely a little worried when we heard that Soarin' would be changing in 2016. The original ride debuted in 2001 in Disney California Adventure and was copied over in Epcot in 2005. Both had a California theme, which would take guests flying over Orange Groves, Malibu, and downtown LA. The new version was debuted in Shanghai Disney and everywhere else the following day and features scenes from around the world. Now it's called Soarin' Around the World versus Soarin' Over California. A new score and more advanced filming techniques, along with computer-generated transitions between the scenes, were added. Overall, people were pleasantly surprised with the update, and it certainly was better received by international audiences. We do see Soarin' Over California pop up in DCA from time to time, especially for annual pass holder specialty viewing, and I know it's really fun to go back and see that original, especially since it doesn't have quite so much CGI, which can make the new one a little bit weird. So this one did turn out way better than expected, but we do still love that original as well. Now, we've also seen changes to some classic attractions as well. Some people were pretty mad when they added Johnny Depp into Pirates of the Caribbean in 2006. And to be fair, at the time, Enchanted Tiki Room under new management was still operating in Magic Kingdom, and this was really our only experience with integrating modern characters into classic attractions. Luckily, the addition of film characters to this attraction was done in a much less in-your-face way. Now, since the Johnny Depp edition, they have also, of course, changed up a few of the scenes in Pirates of the Caribbean, including that auction scene. We're not going to add this to this video at the moment because I think that the jury is still out on that one. So if you have experienced the new auction scene, be sure to let us know your comments. Next one on our list, Downtown Disney changing into Disney Springs. This one definitely turned out much better than expected, although to be fair, after the failed Hyperion Wharf project, people didn't really expect much, so standards were kind of low. People hated when Pleasure Island and Adventurers Club were closed, and Disney had spent years flip-flopping on different concepts and trying to bring the ultimate shopping and dining district to Disney World, so it all seemed pretty unattainable when the plans for Disney Springs were announced in 2015. A lot of us just thought it was, another stab at something that would never come to fruition. Downtown Disney was transformed from 3 not well-connected areas to a much more cohesive shopping and dining area for Disney World that's so popular it basically acts as a 5th gate. It's not just something to do on arrival day anymore, it's a legit destination for many people. Disney Springs is filled with famous brands like Vera Bradley, Alex and Ani, Coach, Kipling, Lacoste, and Lily Pulitzer, and is home to 6 James Beard award-winning and celebrity chefs offering cuisine of all styles and budgets: Rick Bayless, James and Julie Petrakis, Art Smith, Guy Fieri, Wolfgang Puck, Morimoto, Jose Andres, and I know there's just more coming. Alright, let's talk Animal Kingdom and Pandora. A lot of people were kind of confused as to why this film should get its own land. Sure, Avatar is still one of the highest grossing films of all time, but it didn't quite fit into what we think of as a Disney theme park land, and the franchise hasn't really kept up the same kind of attention it garnered when it came out. A lot of people also saw it as an attempt to beat out Universal with a different movie-themed land to compete with Harry Potter. Pandora has made Animal Kingdom more than a half-day park, though. The Imagineering and technology in this land have completely blown us away. The shaman in Navi River Journey is one of the most advanced audio animatronics ever created, and Flight of Passage pushes the boundaries of what we ever imagined a ride could be. Even if you haven't seen the film, the land is incredibly immersive and entertaining, although you might want to see the film because there's 3 more in the franchise still to come. And finally, let's talk restaurant and menu changes. Remember when Pecos Bill changed from standard theme park fare burgers, chicken sandwiches, chili, and barbecue pork to Southwest-style entrees like fajitas and burritos? I think people were a little bit concerned. This was a pretty dramatic change for the Magic Kingdom quick service location, but reviews were pretty favorable from the get-go with super large portions, and you can still get a burger, but now it comes with tortilla chips. Over in Disneyland, what was intended to be a temporary overlay of Village House in 2017, in the celebration of the live-action Beauty and the Beast release, Red Rose Tavern has become a mainstay in the park, it seems. It's led to Disneyland Resort introducing new and different menu items in that location that perhaps they would have never introduced otherwise, like LeFou's Brew, the Grey Stuff, and more Beauty and the Beast faves we love on the East Coast. Also home to tons of specialty items for Disneyland parties, holidays, and more. Plus, they just dropped an awesome new breakfast menu featuring a breakfast burger and stuffed French toast. Back in Disney World, lots of people were sad to see the signature meal offered at Artist Point at Wilderness Lodge go in favor of all things, a character meal. This was the resort's only signature restaurant, and it was definitely a favorite, but the new character dining seems to be one of the best character meals on property. The food is really excellent, one of the best and most unique menus for a character meal, and you can meet some unique characters that you won't get to see anywhere else, like the Evil Queen. We love it, I love it, I can't wait to go back to that storybook dining, and so we were really pleased with how that turned out, and it seems like everybody else was as well. So there are a few changes that turned out way better than expected for Walt Disney World and for the Walt Disney World guests. We can't wait to hear your comments though. Let us know in our comments section if you guys thought these turned out better than expected, or if you can think of other changes that Disney has brought in that were panned at first by guests but ended up being quintessential parts of the parks and resorts. Thank you guys for listening and thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, we'd love to have you subscribe and be a part of our family here at DFB Guide. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.